Evening. It's plagued Scotland for decades, but is the tide on our country's drug deaths finally turning? Figures out today show a fall of 11% last year. Data from Police Scotland shows 1,065 people died of suspected drug misuse in 2024. Well, compare that to the previous year and it's 132 fewer lives lost. It's progress, but at the same time, alcohol deaths reached the highest level in more than 15 years. In the face of all this, much work continues to be done to tackle Scotland's addiction problems. Colin, was this drop expected?
It was certainly hoped for, but 1,065 is still a lot. These are suspected drugs deaths from Police Scotland's figures, not the official national records of Scotland's ones, but they do show things going in the right direction. And this is only the second time in a decade that the year-on-year figures have shown a fall.
The figures that we have seen today demonstrate that there is progress being made. The 11% reduction, the lowest quarterly figures that we have seen for this time period, is welcome. But it's a cautious welcome that I give, because I recognise that for alcohol and drug-related deaths, they are still far too high. And for those family members who have lost a loved one, there will be no comfort in the fact that we're making progress. We need to make sure that we address this situation for the people of Scotland.
It was the 2021 STV election leaders debate when Nicola Sturgeon, then First Minister, admitted that she dropped the ball on this. There's been a lot more focus since then. Former Scottish Conservative leader Douglas Ross, who actually brought it up during that debate, was giving evidence to committee on today on his own right to addiction recovery bill. He said, how often do we get these figures say this is Scotland's shame and nothing ever changes? Well, in the last few months, the UK's first drug consumption room has opened in Glasgow. In January, people who are running it say that it's already saving lives. Tomorrow, the First Minister will visit a rehab centre. He wants to show that things are changing. But Scotland's drugs death has long been the worst in Europe, double the rate of the rest of the UK. And it's too early to say, but hopefully these figures signal the start of a downward trend in drugs deaths.